It has barely been 10 days since I started playing Fate War, and I'm already involved in drama. So, in today's video, we're going to be discussing what exactly happened in Server 5, why I ended up leaving BOA, the damage that I ended up causing, and so much more. So, stick around because you don't want to miss it. What is up, guys? Meower here, back with a brand new Fate War video. So, this is probably gonna be episode 1 of Fate Drama. And sadly, or maybe not sadly, depending on who you're asking, the main topic of this drama is my actions and how I kind of betrayed BOA. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. People have been calling me toxic, selfish, and even the main villain of Server 5. But it is kind of true. I am toxic and selfish in what I did, and I will not deny it. However, there's a bit more to the story, and I'll just clear everything up from the get-go because I've been seeing a lot of extremely negative comments that have been taking stuff out of context and just doubling down. So I think it's time to just clear the air pretty much. So that being said, let's get started. So when I first joined BOA, it felt like the right move at the time because I was looking for a really good place to start the game. They are great people, by the way. I have nothing against them at all. They are amazing people, good players, very friendly, especially the leader, Raida, has been nothing but extremely friendly to me. And I kind of did stab him in the back. So let's just see and let's just go over what happened. So a few days ago, a few of my extremely close friends started joining me in the game. I.e., I don't know if you guys know them or not. A lot of players from Call of Dragons mainly ended up joining me, and they joined BOA as well. So when we first started off in BOA, there were some requirements and such, but over time, those requirements started ramping up a lot for free-to-play players, as well as us whales were starting to get um, uneasy, I would say. We wanted to start getting fights as well. So these two things kind of connect to each other, and I'll get to that in a bit. So point one was that us spenders wanted fights over time, and that wasn't happening. Plus, the power requirements started alienating a lot of free to play players. And in a game like this, in most games like this, actually, if there are no free to play players, how are you going to have fun and play? Because they make up a huge amount of the population of the game. But anyway, leadership was making questionable decisions, and they weren't just small mistakes that hurt both the whales, who were spending the money, and the free to play players that were trying to keep up. Um, that pretty much involved the power requirements that had a huge pushback, and a big argument ensued in the Alliance chat at the time. Um, some people ended up leaving. Even a few people close to me ended up leaving as well, which kind of started snowballing the whole idea of us leaving and flipping on BOA. Ideally, Mr. Greedy and Fish are two extremely close friends of mine as well. Um, so when they left, people, the leadership kind of backed out on the decision, as that decision was raising the power cap and told free-to-play players to just keep pushing to meet powers, even though we completely dominated the server at the time. There was no competition at all. We had the top four strongest alliances plus the sub alliances. So there was really no reason to keep stressing free to play players and ignore efficiency, ignore smart growth, and having them save speed ups and resources for bigger events. So they were just being told to push for the sake of pushing, and if they weren't pushing, they would end up leaving the main alliance, which was a major catalyst for growth, as there were a lot of spenders there as well. But yada yada yada, things happened, things escalated, and people ended up leaving. And to be honest, at the time I was extremely bored as I've been begging for fights, even though it's been week one. But if you don't know and if you haven't played Kingdom Builders before, usually the first season leading up all the way to capturing the middle of the server is always the most fun that you'll have in these games, as it's always chaotic, there's always fighting, there's always action going on. So the fact that there was no action going on as well kind of added up to the pile. Now, that doesn't excuse my actions afterwards, but it's just my thought process at the time. I was bored, I was frustrated, we had full domination, but that meant we didn't have any fights. And I wasn't really going to sit there and watch everything die out. So I split off at the time, though this is pretty much the beginning of the betrayal. And yes, I do admit it, I did betray them. However, do want to clear something up. I did not steal any of the guides, as people have been saying, and that is very disrespectful of you to say it, because if you ask me or if you ask Raida, I always ask permission. Now, I might be a lot of things, but a thief, I am not. Okay, I just want to make this really clear. I did not steal any guides, and I have not done a single thing without asking permission first. So, moving on. Um, it started with the overlay of insults, traitor, toxic villain. Of course, people call me every name in the book. They're right, I am kind of the villain here, but here's the thing. We gave them hours of warning. I would say over 10 hours, because the moment we joined Fury, we declared that we will be fighting BOA and we will be targeting them. But the response from them was nothing, to be honest. Like, yes, we were the initial instigators, but the response was even worse. I mean, like, when you know people are gonna come and fight you, your first response shouldn't be just wait and chill. By the time they started even doing anything, we were already knocking down their fort and we were burning it, as it was right here. And the fort pretty much is gone, and so was the rest of the territory in the zone. So, can you really blame us for that part? I wouldn't say so. I mean, it wouldn't really be fair to blame us for incompetence of leadership in a time of crisis. However, I will still take full responsibility for my actions. I caused chaos, I started this war, and yes, a lot of people got hurt in the way, but let's be real, without that betrayal, Server 5 would still be dead quiet, and no one really would play a war game for kumbaya stuff, right? So while I have been the instigator, still, I think it kind of led to a really good outcome where everyone is competitive now and everyone's pushing power and everyone's trying to race towards unlocking tier 5s so they can win the zone at the end. So to sign off, pretty much, you can call me a traitor, you can call me toxic, but remember this, I did what had to be done, and this is just the beginning. We're still going for total server domination. But anyway, guys, I think that covers episode 1 of Fate Drama. I'm actually surprised at myself. Barely 10 days in, and I already split the server apart. I should be, I deserve a pat on the back at this. And to everyone in the BOA Alliance families, I have nothing personal against you. I have nothing but respect. And yes, I did mess up. However, it is completely unfair for you to start spreading rumors that I stole your guides when, in fact, if you ask your leader, you'll notice that I always, without even a second thought, ask for permission. So, how will the server unfold? How will the wars head out? What we plan to do next? I guess you're just gonna have to subscribe and stick around to see how the battle for the runes level 8, the legacy of Yggdrasil, ends up happening in server 5. So that being said, and before you ask, but Meower, you did this for content. You're a YouTuber. Wrong. If I was that smart, I would have recorded everything and I would have uploaded it every single day and milked it to the end. The only reason I ended up even recording this video is because I started having people accusing me of being a thief. And let's be fair, my parents raised me better than that. And if people have interacted with me at any given time, I get called a lot of things, but a thief, I am not. So, that being said, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask me in the comments down below. To my BOA guys, good luck in the server. It's going to be a lot of fun going forward. And for everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord. The link is in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch the next video. Oh, meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow.